Different elements have different number of electrons in them. Okay. Hydrogen has 1 electron, iron has 26 electrons, sodium has 11 electrons, right? Different number of electrons. So, how do we know which orbitals are filled up and where are all the electrons located? So, a method of representing that, the presence of electrons and their location, is known as electronic configuration. Now, electrons will fill in lowest energy first. So, if there are two orbitals available, say for example 3s and 3d available, electrons first fill in the lowest available energy level. So, how do you know which is the lowest available energy level? For your class, we're not going to teach you energy calculations. So, here is the Aufbau's principle diagram. Okay, and this will help you to write electronic configurations of elements. So, let's take the example of iron, which has 26 electrons. Okay, so a couple of things you have to remember is that any S can take 2 electrons, 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, whichever s orbital, it can take 2 electrons. P can take 6 electrons and D can have a maximum of 10 electrons. Okay, so the electrons enter 2s first and 1s first, and 1s can accommodate maximum of 2 electrons, so we write it as 1s2. So out of the 26, we used up 2 electrons, we placed them somewhere, so there are 24 left over. So then follow this diagram like this. So the next electrons will go into 2s. Again, s, so it will take 2 electrons. So 2s2. Okay. The next electrons will go into 2p. Now remember, p will take 6. So 2p6. Now if you think about it, we used up 10 electrons right here. So there are 16 more left. So again, next the electrons go into 3s. So 3s can take 2. Then 3p. 3p can take 6 again. So 3p6. So if you think about it, go back and count the electrons. 2 plus 2 plus 6, 10, 12, 18. So we filled up 18 electrons. So we have how many more left over? 8 more left over. Now after 3p, electrons go into 4s. Right? So now 20 filled up. So we have 6 left over. So then they go into 3d. So 3d6. Remember, there's only 6 left over. So 3d will not be completely filled. 3d will be partially filled. Remember, d can take a maximum of 10 electrons. So in this case, 6 electrons will be filled. So configuration of iron or electronic configuration of iron is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d6.